Hey guys, it's Rina-Banana Queen. Sorry I haven't been posting a lot, at all. I've been really busy with life. I haven't posted since school, I think. Well, I was busy at school at the time, but then just life happened. But today we will be continuing the hated and loved Klance. I know a few of you actually like this fanfic, I guess. And I'll put the fanfic down in the description and hope you enjoy. Chapter 16 Secrets and the Truth. Keith's POV. The whole room went silent. Not even any crumbling of the taco paper was heard. What had I just heard? Made my whole mind stop. Did I want to risk it? What happened last time? It wasn't the worth it wasn't worth it, but for Lance, he's acting and shown like it, but I don't know. I finally spoke up. Sorry, I have hiccups. Which seemed my answer brought the mood down. Oh, Lance sighed. Do you want to speak about it? By now, his voice was cracking, but I don't remember what Shiro had said in 7th grade. Keith doesn't worry to tell the truth, especially Lance. If he likes you, he'll keep that a secret and never tell anyone. Shiro sighed and put the groceries down. Yeah, but don't you remember last time I asked putting some of the groceries in the fridge and the freezer? Of course I do. What was the most tragic year of your life? Lance moved and, well, Jake? Shiro took the box and sat down. It kept moving and had the hole poking out. Don't you remember your birthday present? But it couldn't till now. Shiro slowly opened the box to reveal a dark red cat with white paws and a white nose and yellow eyes. The cat quickly jumped out of the box and ran to me, rubbing itself on my leg. Thanks, Shiro. If I do try to tell Lance how I feel and my secret, do you promise not to move me to a different school or state? I asked, setting the cat down on my lap and petting it. Shiro thought for a minute before giving me an answer. Of course, Keith. May you not be the perfect house, but we will make it work. The flashback slowly faded away, and I took back to see Lance about to cry. He was about to stand up and walked away before I could stop him, taking a deep breath and ready to let it out. Lance, I'm just worried that you won't like me for long and get rid of me. It's just the past I've been through school. You weren't here when it happened, and I kind of wish you were. When you left, that probably left me the most devastated, but when I tried to move on, it didn't work out well. You see, Jake, I choked on the words. Lance quickly rushed to my side, putting my back, and made a comment. Tell me, what did Jake do? What was it? Well, I tried to move on from you, like I said, and I had a small crush on Jake. He told me he liked me as well, but apparently he was just lying. He never did like me, and he said it was just to make fun of me for being gay, and that's why I had to move somewhere else. Apparently, that was the school where you were going, and honestly, to anger and pay attention to you. The the year I also figured out my parents were dead. Tears started streaming down my face and wouldn't stop. But Chiro said your parents were on vacation. Lance was so confused. I turned over to face Lance and saw he had also torn down his face. I smiled but quickly faded away. Lance, that's Shiro's parents. My parents went on vacation and was 5 when they left me alone with Shiro, my babysitter. But my parents weren't home at all. 2 years later, Shiro decided to take care of me. So he and his parents had been talking for a while to take care of me. And now we are used to the roles, and I am his brother. Till now, since you've returned, I was afraid you'd just shut me down like Jake had. What was Jake's last name? Lance slowly sat up, picking some bags. Jake Chesley? Lance almost dropped his things and gripped tighter, leaving marks on his skin. I know him. He's in my music class. He is? I stuttered, trying to find the words to answer Lance. Yeah, he's in our school, apparently. Lance finished my sentence. Lance, please don't do anything harsh. It's in the past. Please don't. I don't want you to get suspended. I tried begging him out of his thoughts, but it was no use. Oh, trust me, I won't get suspended. Lance rubbed his hands together, picking up the bag he held, but not before giving me a kiss on the head. This isn't good, I thought to myself. Chapter 17, The Fight. Lance's POV. Today was the fight. Today I'd show that Jake guy not to mess with Keith's feelings. Today he had so many bruises by the time he gets home. Today he wouldn't know it was I, Lance McLean, who'd beat him up into pieces. Today I'd show my honor. Today is the day. It was music class right now, but was after school, which was the perfect thing for my plan. Once we were to leave, I could get my dirty work done. I laughed at the thoughts of watching him suffer and wiped it away when the teacher dismissed us from after school. Every student rushed out of the room, including Jake, who was talking to his friends and chilling. I put my disguise, long hair and wig, face mask, and a black hoodie. Just to be careful, I took off my shoes and socks and put them on a shirt and heels. I sent the book bag down by the street and tried to catch up with Jake. While walking over, I noticed we were exchanging scowls to each other. Bleh, those kind of boys, I mumbled to myself, swaying my hips, placing one foot in front of the other, and making it over to Jake and his friends. Hey, Jake. I put on a slightly higher voice to try to mimic a girl's voice. Oh, ho, ho. Who's the hot stuff, Jake? One of the boys asked and laughed. His girlfriend? I answered, loud and proud. When were you going to tell us, Jake? Another friend asked. Shh, guys, leave Jake and his girlfriend alone to their business. One of the guys snickered and left off the others. Once they had turned the corner, we both sighed and wondered what was going on to make the first move. I'm gonna bang on you so hard right now. Jake snickered, shoving me to the wall, hand on my chest and the other on my skirt. Not if I bang you first. I smirked, talking to the upper hand. Oh, fetish are we? Yeah. Jake snickered, trying to move, but he couldn't. He quickly punched me into the mouth and laughed. No, I wiped the blood off my mouth, squeezing Jake's neck tightly. Only if you mess with my friends, then yes. I corrected him, letting my grip go. That was his chance to quickly kick me in the shin and punch me in the eye, which wasn't a good idea at all. I kicked him to the ground and placed his one foot on his crotch, where it was obviously hard. Disgusting. I spat at the thought of it. I stomped his chest harder, making him groan at the impact and shed a tear. To add to the pain, I stood on his chest with both feet this time and jumped multiple times, which was the best idea I've ever had. Thank you, Lance. He had bruises on his chest from the heels and red marks everywhere. But knowing myself, I didn't think that was enough. I kicked his jaw, hearing a crack that was most uncomfortable. I had wondered if he had chosen to fight yet, but who cares? He hurt my man. Wait, what did I just say? He covered his face in pain, and lucky for my heels, I was unable to pin his arm down, so he couldn't see his face. I sat on his stomach, licking the pain in his eyes. I cringed and threw away a couple of punches. He melted his feet and his face. That man, that felt amazing. The anger left my body. Once I threw the last punch, I took his face and turned my heel, looking at my work. I stepped on his face. He screamed in pain with tears, and my work was done here. I whipped my hands and watched as he stayed in the corner curled. A loud bang came from behind me, and I saw his two friends running towards me. Well, shit. I thought quickly, turned away, running away. Halfway through the run, I threw my heels off and ran faster. The scalding hot road beneath me. The boys screamed to catch me up and caught me on the cliff. I turned behind me, at least 100 feet drop. Fairly sized body of water. Come on, Lance. You've done this before. Watching as the boy slowly crept up to me, camera in my hand, knuckles cracking, and now's my chance. I ran to the boys, quickly turned, and jumped off the cliff into the water. Just by an inch, the boys screamed and ran, but walking away, giving up. What was the camera for? I mumbled to myself. Getting out of the water, I threw my jacket into the pond while drying off, found my way up. Luckily for me, there was a slope leading up to where I was. It took so long to get back up. It was dark by now. I looked around, making sure the boys went around and moved on, and grabbed my book bag. It had the dirt on which my ideas had hid. I picked up the heels over to the hospital and to celebrate my victory. The boys' POV. Damn, Jake coughed, slowly sitting up. Girls are getting stronger. One of the boys helped Jake into the couch, treating him with medicines and patches. The others just stood over there laughing. What the hell are you laughing at, Mike? Jake scolded him. The fact that you got beaten up by a girl. Mike laughed, falling to the floor. John sat back up, finishing patching Jake up, and took the camera out from the front of his book bag and handed it to him. Watch this, dude. Jake played the camera, seeing him the tape, the whole scene, the bone scene, the scene where the strange girl picked up the book bag and headed off to the hospital. Wait, hold on. Jake paused the camera. You're saying you can find this hospital and the person in the hospital? Well, duh. What else? The space station? John laughed, taking the camera back. What the hell are we waiting for? Jake yelled out, jumping off the couch, forgetting the striking pants. For for me to upload this to the news, duh. John laughed, putting out the laptop and typing things away. Oh yeah? Hope they'll accept it, Jake mumbled. Chapter 18, Trouble. Keith's POV. The door clicked open, and I quickly turned my head to see who visited. They were in a skirt. They lifted their head up to reveal badly bruised Lance, which at the same time with a stupid smile he put on his face when he was done something. Lance, oh my god, what happened? I quickly asked him, trying to reach out. Justice, baby. Lance laughed, plopping down on the bed. Justice? So is fighting is justice? Is beating the hell out of someone? I laughed, looking at him. He turned back to me and answered, but quickly cut him off by opening music of the news. This has just been reported. There are a harassed or sex offender on the loose. Lucky a few kids caught this woman. Yes, we have shown this video of this woman harassing me in the plain sight. The video of Lance and Jake fighting and the bonus scenes. Watching Lance slowly cuss him off and shitting himself around my bag. Hey, what the hell are you doing? I asked, watching Lance take off his clothes. He's probably looking for a way hotter and other human in the world. He quickly put on normal everyday outfit and stood back up. I can't let the doctor know why I beat up Jake. Lance eventually answered, shoving his old clothes into his book bag. Just be prepared for when the news and the police bust in your room. Lance answered, sitting by his chair holding my hand. Wait, what? Before I could even ask, the door busted open, revealing the doctor and a few police at the door. We both jumped, almost having a heart attack, when the man stared at the two of us and didn't look away. What seemed for like years, maybe ages. The hell? Lance acted out of sight. Police, as you know, harassed and running loose. The nurse said they saw them resemble to you. The policeman spoke, poking at the TV and at Lance. Lance began to sweat, trying to come up with a backstory. Well, you see, I was just visiting here with a friend, but then they ran away quickly. What did they look like? The policeman asked, taking out a notepad, then a bag in the Lance book bag. She had beginning to speak. She was cut off by the policeman. I'm talking to your younger lady, or gentleman. The policeman corrected himself. The air tensed up around me, and Lance glanced at each other with worried expressions. He was really trusting me with this one, okay? Well, they had a long blonde hair, and basically the same they showed on TV. Sure, what's in your book bag? Wait, why is your book bag dripping? One of the policemen asked while walking over to Lance's back bag. He's loosely unslipped on the back leg. That was great English. He slowly unzipped Lance's book bag, his front pocket, shuffling around and taking stuff out. Hey, I didn't give you permission to search my belongings. This time he wasn't acting. He was really serious and angry. He tried to rush to the cops to stop him, but immediately stopped by the doctor. Let me go. I have consent information in there, Lance shouted, kicking through the door. The cops looked back for a second on with the search and continued on with their search. He pulled out many things, Lance's phone, binder, books, pencils, diary, then pulled out something that caught my attention, lube and condoms, and then a vibrator that when Lance stopped struggling, I know I do feel pretty bad for him having all your insecurities be released about a few people, especially your boyfriend. Actually, I feel a bit turned on, maybe a lot. The doctor slowly sat Lance down in a chair and walked away. Lance slowly sat in the chair, his hands on his face, basically screaming and groaning. But this didn't stop the cops. He was more likely to use the things he had seen and continue the search in Lance's bag. Eyes the source, leaking out water bottle. Finding the source, the leaking water bottle. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. We thought you had the women's clothing in here. The cops apologized, slowly sitting back. No response. Will you tell us if you find the girl running away in here? No response. The cops gave up and left with a good day, sir. Finally, Lance spoke up, more like the worst day. Lance replied, putting the things back in his bag. So, I tried making conversation. So, we will never speak of this ever again, Lance answered stubbornly. Never, Lance? I'm your boyfriend. I'm here to take care of you and help you throughout your life. Just tell me, I yelled, flinging my hands in the air, knocking a table down in the process. Keith, this is private. For my eyes only. Not even my parents should know. They're not supposed to, Lance shouted, hanging up his book bag on his shoulder. What's the day? September 14th, why? No, I meant like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, or something. Lance corrected me, obviously annoyed. Oh, I went to grab my phone to check the days. It's Wednesday, and it's 4:13 p.m. Sure. Listen, I have to go. I'm late. Bye. Lance quickly ran out of the room, leaving me alone. I guess I'll have to start getting used to this someday, but without Lance touches, presence, or comfort, I feel lonely. Ew, that's a great long name. I'm a sexy gay bae. Hey, Pidge. Okay, who changed my name? Pigeon Sniper. Don't know. I'm a sexy gay bae. Pigeon Sniper. Pidge. Pigeon Sniper. I swear I didn't. Jeez. I'm sorry. The name's too great. It's great. I'm a sexy gay bae. Sure. Okay. Anyways, where's Lance at? He just said he had to run off to somewhere, and he's late. Pit spinner. Don't know. He always goes out at this time. Told me you. Hazy secret. Dat. I'm a sexy gay bae. Alright, thanks. Pigeon spinner. Hey, I'm coming over to visit you. I'm an extra gay bae. Okay, cool, Pidge. At least I have someone to visit me besides these damn nurses and doctors. Pretty annoying when they have researched things into you and given you shots. They don't ever warn you. They just walk in here, get a needle, and stick it in your skin like if it was nothing. Hell, it's more than nothing. It felt like they were trying to set me on fire, throw me into a chair, and then cut me. That continued for weeks. I was forced to ask them to put me to sleep every day. Pigeon spinner. Oh, by the way, I'm changing your name to something better. Damn it, Pidge. So that will be all for today. I want to thank you That's a great English today. I want to thank you for listening to The Hated and Loved, and hopefully I will post again soon, because I suck at time management, apparently. But thank you. Maybe go down and write a comment, because your comments always make my day. See ya.